Hey, I'm Krista. Welcome to the channel. In a lot of my recent readings, Spirit and the angels have been speaking a lot about starting new creative projects or co creating with Spirit. And one idea that keeps coming up over and over again is this idea of writing a book. So today I felt guided to do a reading for anyone out there who has thought about writing a book or is feeling called to write a book by Spirit. And to get started, I guess I'm kind of feeling like, what is the energy around this book? And I'm going to start with the Oracle deck, Sacred Creators, because I feel like this book will be something that you are co creating with Spirit. And I feel like it is something that is waiting to be poured out of you. What do we need to know about the energy of this book? You are epic. So right away, I'm being pulled to the yellow in this card and your solar plexus. And that is telling me that you are empowered, that this book will be empowering to others, and that you are in a position of power to write this book. And what's really interesting is so many of the readings before this talk about this solar plexus energy and having this ambition and drive and starting something new. And I really feel that with this card, you're ready to create something epic. And I also feel that this card is portraying, if you are going to tell your story, that your story is epic. This thing that you've experienced that you want to write about, it's an epic story. It's the hero's journey. Like, what is more epic than the hero's journey? But how funny that we but how funny there are almost 70 cards in this deck and we pull the one that is connected to writing immediately. And with this card being the number 4, I also feel that is Spirit saying that this book has a strong foundation. It already has a strong beginning. Like, it's rooted in something. The subject matter is deeply rooted in something. Whatever it is, the subject matter itself is not shallow. It is deep, emotional. It will affect someone that is reading it. And the guidebook says, you are epic, using passion and logic together, providing care for others, strength of spirit, warrior soul, knowledge, leading others, stability, planning and growth, the pinnacle of success, creating order from chaos, and building your dream. You are at a point where you have the wisdom and the experience to make it happen. Your stamina and hard work are paying off. It's time to take the leadership role at the helm of your life and navigate confidently into areas that you haven't explored yet. You are ready to handle it. Be strategic as you plan your route, and as you build your future, know that your guides and angels are supporting the evolution of this dream. The universe is offering you a chance to steer toward the epic success you've been imagining, so trust in the foundation you are building. An empire of light and love surrounds you. You are never alone, so don't allow this opportunity to be befuddled by doubt, frustration, or fear. Dig in with determination and head into a new phase of prosperity and growth. What really sticks out to me about what the guidebook says is you have wisdom and experience to make it happen. And I feel that connects back to telling your story. Like, you've went through something and now you have the experience to share that with others, to share what you learned with others through what you went through. And I'm hearing, like, for the person listening to this, like, there could be multiple ways to tell the story, like through a memoir or a Substack, a blog with a series. And I'm also hearing you may want to write a fiction book where you weave your personal narrative into the story. That there are many different ways that you can approach this. And for someone you may have not started because you don't know exactly how you want to approach this, and I feel Spirit is saying just to get started, like just to build that momentum. They're saying writing a book is a process and not to put so much pressure on yourself to finish it as fast as you can, but to take small steps towards it. And I'm hearing to make that commitment to yourself. And I also feel that energy of doubt kind of like coming into this of, does anybody really want to hear my story? Would anyone actually care if I told my story? And I feel this push and pull inside of you of one moment you feel empowered and you know you're meant to be a leader. You know you're meant to shine your light in this area of this thing that you've went through and that you've come out on the other side of. That symbolism of being a lighthouse for someone else that is going through this pain or this problem or this challenge in their life. I feel deep down that you know that this is something being called for you to do, and yet you feel sometimes that doubt and fear of one, putting your story out there, and maybe even feeling that others will judge you for your story. And then just this doubt that, like, can you even do it? Can you even accomplish this goal? And I guess that is why you are here at this reading today, because this is Spirit saying yes. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you are here for a reason. You're hearing these words for a reason. You are being called to tell your story. You are epic. And if that's all you needed to hear today, whether or not you should go ahead and write this book, the answer is yes. And this video is your confirmation. The spark of hustle. And I'm getting from this card this symbolism of drawing energy up from the heavens and pulling it down. Almost as if your angels and guides are giving you the words and they're pouring down from heaven and onto the page. The divine spark, as if one day this spark of inspiration hits you all at once. That you know you're being called to write this book, but you're still trying to figure out what it is about, what the format is. And then one day it's like this spark of divinity, this spark of inspiration just hits you all at once. The guidebook says, the spark of inspiration, divine intervention, work that makes you happy. You know when inspiration hits and totally immerses your senses in the possible? That is the spark of hustle at work. It's when every cell of your body hums with the desire to put something out into the world, and when you feel that whoosh of energy that brings new ideas to life. The spark of hustle feels like a calling, a compelling, like something that cannot be ignored. This card is full of hope and expectation because it whispers, yes, it's coming, and yes, you can do this. Spirit is sending superstar blessings your way along with a passion that has been divinely amplified. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of your sacred task, remember that big, soulful endeavors usually push us to go beyond the limits of what we know to be possible. This is how we grow. And I hear Spirit saying, remember, one step at a time. So for me, this card is really validating what we were channeling at the beginning of this video about this thing like pouring into you. Like it's divinely guided. Like you know you need to write it. Like it has to, almost like it needs to come out of you, like a birth. Like it needs to be created and birthed from your being. And this just to me is the biggest confirmation and the biggest yes that Spirit could give you. Like, yes, we're helping you. Like, we are with you on this project. And I want to ask, who can this book help? Like, who is this book for? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Oh, and this also came out. I just saw this. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. I'm going to move these here. With this Ancient Ancestors card, first I feel with the eagles and all the symbolism that this is going to be a very spiritual book, a spirit-led book. And even if it's a fiction book, I feel it will have that deeper metaphorical, like spiritual meaning underneath it. That for the person that reads it, the emotions that they feel when they read it will be part of something bigger. And I'm not quite sure how to express that. And they're saying like tapping into emotional wounds of family lines, of ancestral lines. And I feel for some that your ancestors will be also helping you write this book, that they will be part of that spirit team that is helping you tell your story. And that it is not just your story, but the story of your ancestors. And that through the story you will connect to other soul family, other members of, I'm hearing lineages, other lineages of people that have went through the same thing. It's like ancestral healing. Other people that have went through this same ancestral healing that you have went through. There's something about like family lines and healing a family line through this story, this epic journey that you went through, the hero's journey. And there are a lot of whales and dolphins in this card. And a couple nights ago, I had this strange dream about orca whales, as if the orca whales, like the killer whales, were part of my family and they were coming to get me, to pick me up almost, and rejoin the family. And this card is reminding me of that dream, as if your book or your story, telling your story, is going to act the same way. Like when someone reads your story, it will be like you have picked them up to bring them into your family, like a call to say you're here. A spirit is showing me a weird analogy of, if you've ever went to pick someone up, like someone is in the, like you're waiting outside and someone else is in the car, and you call one another to say, hey, I am standing out by such and such, come around and pick me up. If you've ever done that, I feel like that is kind of like what your book is doing, saying, hey, come get me. Like your soul is saying, hey, come get me. I'm right here, come get me. And that it'll be like a call out to another soul. And I just realized it actually says call in your tribe. I don't know why I didn't realize that before, but that's what they're showing me. The book will be a calling card to attract other soul minded people. I don't know, that's the term they're using, soul minded. And that your story will mirror someone else's story, and by telling your story, it will help them heal. Like, that's what I'm getting from this. Like, as if this is you and this is someone reading your book. And you're saying, I've been through this. You don't have to go through this alone. And here's how I went through it. Here's what helped me. This is how I felt going through this experience. And to give this person hope, because you've lived through this experience. You've come out the other side of it. You went through it, and you've come out whole. You've come out awakened. You've come out with hope in your heart. Like, I'm being drawn to the light in this card. And you could have went through something really dark and something that could have torn your spirit down, but instead it made you rise up. Like, just like this card, it's like it's pointing up. You've risen. And that is something that you need to share with other people that are going through this experience. And writing this book can help that. I feel this card just fell out. I was saying, why should they write this book, Spirit? And this card, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And I feel like this is you in this card. And these are all the souls that you're calling in with your story. And we're going through this massive change as a society, as a world. And your story is part of this, part of bringing this light in. It's like your aura, your energy is casting this light out into the world. And that is what this project is going to do. And so many of the readings lately have been about connecting to your heart space and casting your light, casting your soul out into the world. And I feel that that is just what this person is doing. Putting this love and light out into the world that so desperately needs it right now. And calling in other like-minded individuals and bringing light to someone that may be in darkness. And there are sirens outside right now. I don't know if that's picking up in the video, but it's making me think of sending help, sending aid out to someone. like spiritual aid. So when I ask Spirit, why should this book be written? They draw me back to that idea of feeling it needing to be birthed from you. It says birthing new creations. That creative project has been growing inside of you. It's been nourished and growing and waiting to be born into this world. And I feel that that alone is one very important reason that it needs to be out in the world, because it was always meant to be out into the world. And maybe even the bigger plan was that you were always meant to live this story and to tell it, to be part of this new age, the birthing of this new world that we're stepping into, that you are someone leading the way as we step into this higher consciousness living. And it feels difficult right now to speak of this world of light and this world of love when everything in the world seems so dark right now. But I know that that is part of this healing process, to shine the light into these dark places, the dark places of humanity, the dark places of the soul, because light and dark both exist, and it's shining a light on the pain, on the sorrow. And I feel that that is something your book may also be doing. Bringing to light your story is bringing light to something painful and helping it heal. And they're saying that that is part of why it's such an arduous, that's the word they're using, arduous process, because you're having to tune into those emotions to write the story, to tune into that pain and go back and talk about it, not fully experience it, but to acknowledge it. And that's very difficult, and that's why they're saying one step at a time. The spiral in this card, I believe the person's name, the doctor's name, is Peter Levine. Peter Levine. I'm not quite sure. But he talks about when we deal with trauma, like trauma is like a spiral and how we work through it. And he explains it as going into the spiral and picking a little bit of it up, working through those emotions, and then coming back out. And then repeating again, going in and coming back out, and going in and coming back out. And I kind of feel that that is how this project will go, where you'll go deep into those emotions and then take a step back. And then you'll work on the next chapter and you'll take a step back. And it will give yourself time to, I'm hearing, integrate the process. That maybe as you write, you're healing yourself and you're integrating that healing little by little by little. And with all the animals in this card, I feel that Spirit will send you animals through this process. I'm seeing a hummingbird specifically, as if to say like hummingbirds and dragonflies will be signs of reassurance and like Spirit's way of saying like way to go, like to keep going, almost like signs of encouragement. And then I feel that they will send other animals to show you like what you need in that moment. So if you see an animal, something that you feel intuitively drawn to, like I would definitely go look up the meaning of that animal, because I feel like Spirit is conveying messages through animals to help you in this process. Spirit, what do they need to know about writing this book? Simplify. Clearing away what you don't need. Number 40. And there's that 4 again. That brings me back to strong foundations. And the strong foundation may be simplifying your work environment, clearing away things from your to-do list that you don't actually need to do, and lightening your load. Simplifying your load so that you're allowing yourself time to complete this project. And I'm also hearing like simplifying the process of writing itself, that all you need is yourself and the commitment to sit down and write. And even if you don't know what you want to write, to just do it anyway. To just set the intention of writing. Even if you sit there and type gibberish for 5 minutes, you're still setting that habit of doing it. And I don't know if there are any perfectionists out there where perfection can be debilitating in the sense that you don't even get started. And I say that kindly as someone that may have the personality type where I want to learn every single thing about a subject before I even start doing something. And I feel like your guides are saying to simplify that process also of you don't need to read 20 books on story structure before you jump into this project. You don't need to know everything there is to know about starting a blog or starting a Substack before you start this project. Like, the best thing is to just start and put it up. Start that first draft. Don't edit it through the process. Write that first post and don't worry about making it perfect. Just get it out there, is what I'm hearing. And on the bottom of the deck is Moon Money. Allowing the flow of abundance, 29, which is 11, and that is a spiritual number. And yes, I definitely feel this is Spirit saying this will be an abundant project for you. It will bring in different forms of abundance to you. But with this person having their arms outstretched and open, I also feel Spirit is saying this will help you open yourself up to be more vulnerable, to take the mask down, to allow other people into your life and into your story. And I feel through the process of writing, it's like you're casting off your own darkness, your own shadows. How this person is surrounded by a shadow, and that you're breaking through. That this is part of breaking through that ancestral line, this ancestral healing, and it all ties back together. And it is 111 on the timer. And it says the meaning of number 11 is a strong manifesting potential, aligning your spiritual energy with your daily activities. That your angels and spirit guides are trying to connect with you, to trust in your intuition and the signs that you are being given. So to me, this is your guide saying this project is all in alignment. And I want to pull one more card and then we'll close out this reading. Or apparently a couple more cards. Oh, wow. I am a co-creator with the universe. My awareness of divine knowledge is constantly expanding. Whoa. It says, as the scribe of mystical secrets, I can help you fully understand at a soul level the cosmic principles necessary to manifest a magical life. Archangel Raziel. So Archangel Raziel is going to help you write this. They are a mystical scribe of the secrets, and they're going to help you. It says, message from the love angels. When you have any fear surrounding love in your life, ask for our guiding hands to bring healing and reassurance that all will be well. I believe in the power of love. I allow for healing in all my relationships, including the one I have with myself. Use this affirmation to remind yourself of the healing you're not only doing for yourself, but that this project will be healing in service to others. And then, message from Archangel Ariel. I am the lioness of God, Archangel of strength and courage. Call upon me for the self-confidence to fearlessly face any situation. I stand in my power and courage, and I embrace the limitless possibilities that await me. Remember, you are epic. You are epic. You can do this. Your spirit guides and your angels are with you in this process. And this is going to bring so much abundance and healing into your life. And this is the cards on the top. This will be the last card. I am a fountain for infinite creativity. My imagination knows no limits. Message from Archangel Gabriel, and Gabriel is the angel of communication. When you need to breathe energy into your goals and dreams, call upon me, the Archangel of creativity and motivation. So know that Archangel Gabriel is also with you in this process and is helping you. And he is a great angel to call upon when writing, especially writing and communicating. Alright, well, my battery's about to die, so Thank you so much for being here. If you do write a book or if you have a Substack or something, please link it below. I would love to follow along with your journey or support you in that process. Like if you come back in a year and you've written your book, please go ahead and link it in the comments. I would love to read it. But thank you for hanging out with me today. And until I meet with you in the next reading, I'm wishing you a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.